on our way to ISOBOL. They've given us a huge discount on insulation panels that's going in the wall cavities of the frame. Back today, everything's going very lacquer. I'm gonna continue with all of these tank bracket cladding setups. I just want to show you guys this truck that GRS uses on site to actually roll and profile and cut their work. I mean, check that out. The plan is just to drop the tanks straight into there. This plate is nice and strong. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting down some polyurethane that prevents it from rattling around. I don't put too many screws in, I just put a couple in just to try and prevent some friction. The tanks obviously will be lying on top of these ones. Luckily these screw heads are quite flat and the polyurethane is pretty strong, so okay, so I'm back at the roof rack today. What my plan is to flapper it down, get all the old paint off, the rust off, and then some of the welds that I did, neaten that up. A lot of people concerned about the weight of this roof rack, which I know, it looks really heavy. I reckon if I can pick it up, it's not too heavy for the truck. But I'll finish it anyway because I got this far. Yeah, if I had thinner steel to start off with, it would have been better. Or some aluminium possibly. But I don't have the budget for that, so I'm going to continue with this. So we got here this morning with quite a nice surprise. The guys have started cutting all the profiles needed for the cladding for the truck, and that is very, very strong. We're about to start the cladding process now. How it's going to work is we're going to put down a bead of polyurethane that works as an insulator and also prevents any rattles from taking place if the board rattles against the frame. Then put the sheeting on there, hold the board up, drill some holes, and then we've got special sealed top rivets. They're in a casing, and that helps so that no water can actually go through. Back at GRS this morning, and we're going to continue. Yesterday we got this bit done. It was a bit of trial and error to try and match it up, because this is the first time that they've done this profile. We got pretty far today, and it's looking pretty good. The problem comes in on this side of the truck, whereas it's long and it doesn't have a door in the middle. So they are busy coming up with a plan to take one beam across and another beam from that side, and then a profile in the middle here to fasten both of them onto. So this is the basic idea that they came up with, which is a pretty good idea. They'll make a profile similar to this. This is just a sample. It's going to be slightly wider than this, just for aesthetic appeal. Pop rivet into that frame, polyurethane it at the back so that it is watertight. We're at the last panel and it's looking very good. This box is very strong. Busy cutting a profile that's going to fit in here, and then there's a flashing that's going to come over the side to make it strong and waterproof. A lot of people worried about cold bridging. Cold bridging is when the temperature from the outside transfers through the cladding into the frame, from the frame and into the box, so then you've got hot and cold spots all over the place. But how we're preventing it is this profile that's got an air cavity in there, the next board slots in there, a layer of polyurethane in between the Chromadek and the frame. In the cavity of the frame will be this ISO board. On the interior of the frame, the plywood board, so that just gives it another layer of insulation.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this, head over heels, feels like this. The sun has got me on my track, I ain't never looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. Inside the depths of stone, voice will echo, need no phone. Ruled by the laws above, nature shows me, makes me taught. I could climb this mountain now, rise above the clouds and see where all the force that kept me strong. Never did I mean no wrong, 'cause I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. Ain't looking, ooh, ain't looking back. Ain't looking, yeah. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking, ooh, ain't looking back. Ooh, ain't looking back. Ooh, ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back.
So you might be wondering, why have we started cutting all of this insulation panel instead of just finishing the rest of the track? GRS unfortunately has quite a lot of work on their fork and they're quite busy. Myself and Yolandi decided to make good use of the time, cutting these panels and then putting them in place. We're not gluing them in place yet because we've got to do the electricity before the insulation panels. I'm back at GRS today, and hopefully we will continue with the rest of the cladding. I hurt my I've got a bad shoulder. I hit my shoulder last week cutting some insulation panels. It seems that drilling into the Chromadek and into the frame today won't be a great idea. Yeah, what we'll try and do today is finish the back, at least possibly the front, and to cut this panel down to the roof. From there on out, Betsy's going to the electrician, to Johan, a good friend of ours, who's offered to do the labor of the electrics for us for free. Alfred, the guy who was helping me install the panels, is off sick today, so I'll have to go at it alone, which will be plenty of cardio. The last panel going up on the top here. The panel is very strong. So we're about to start with the roof now. I've got Tulani up there. This is a pretty difficult one, or difficult parts of the cladding is the roof. What I'm going to do now is put these polyclosure pieces onto the frame of the roof, so stick them down. That'll prevent the roof from touching the frame. Good for cold bridging, rattles and waterproofing.